Good afternoon, Johnny boy. This is day 10 of 22 push-ups in 22 days to commemorate the 22 veterans that commit suicide every day through post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm standing at the base of a statue of a remarkable man called Colonel Sir David Stirling. He was a son of Doon in Stirling, actually, and born in 1915, and he was in training to tackle all 29,029 feet of Mount Everest when, rather inconveniently, the Second World War broke out. This chap immediately enlisted to Scots Guards and then went to North Africa to stem the flow of the German Africa Corps. He then volunteered for a specialist unit on 8 Commando to try and do guerrilla-style tactics behind the enemy lines. Even though they tried this a few times, it didn't work out too well, so they disbanded the group. But he saw there was a very good idea in it. So he went to the top and petitioned the High Hegians to form a specialist unit, which they called, or what we now call, the SAS. This guy's the founder of the SAS. So that was handed in 1941, and what happened was they were so successful throughout the North Africa Corps that the Italians and the Germans started to reinforce all the targets, and they couldn't get there because they weren't parachuting so much. So then they took 15 armed jeeps, did some sort of 18 number on them to make even more heavily armed, and they just basically devastated German troops at the top end of North Africa. Captured in January 1943, an Italian prisoner of war camp, escaped 4 times. Germans got pretty hacked off of this, so just stuck him in Colditz for the rest of the war. He spent after war in Rhodesia and formed, as I say, he was very famous for swarming the SAS. And when he was knighted in 1990, unfortunately died the same year. But this chap, more than any other, would be upfront, close and personal to those suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. So here are my 22 push-ups in day 10 of 22 and 22. Here we go. Now, I'd be a lot more energetic to do that, except, as you'll know from yesterday's video, I was celebrating Andy Murray defending his Olympic gold title. If you'd have put me a bit more effort in, I wouldn't be so tired. But that was 22 for 22, day 10. See you again tomorrow.